It's time to hear from Andrew Cole from the Canadian Cancer Society, and let's hear about the CCS legacy, impact, mission, and vision.
Hi, my name is Andrew Crowell, and I work for the Canadian Cancer Society, supporting our post-secondary schools across Ontario and running Relay for Life events on campus. Thank you for joining the St. Clair Committee in their first ever Relay for Life event, as well as our first ever virtual Relay for Life. I know a lot of things have changed in the last 2 weeks, but one thing hasn't changed. We are still trying to create a world where no Canadian needs to fear cancer. We know that 1/2 of Canadians will develop cancer in their lifetime, but we know events like this are truly saving lives. In the 1940s, the survival rate for cancer was 25%, but now, because of events like this, the survival rate is 60%. Together in spirit, we come together to relay. I'm excited to join St. Clair College in their first ever Relay for Life event. I hope the 3 stories I'm about to share with you help give you a better idea of where your money's going and the lives you're truly saving here in Canada. Community truly is bigger than cancer. Last year, the Canadian Cancer Society helped 14 million people via our support services. 45,000 people reached out by email or phone call for our cancer information service. Last year in Canada, we provided a community support to more than 338,000 Canadians through our Peer Match and Cancer Connection programs. Because of your support in hosting Relay for Life at St. Clair College, last year we were able to invest over $52 million to our cancer services and programs like our Peer Match. Please enjoy the following video to hear just one of these stories.
You don't want to eat. You don't want to drink. Sitting down was very difficult. Walking was difficult. Taking a shower, I need the help of my husband. In my case, I had my chemo on me, Monday to Friday. Every day, I had to go for my radiation at the same time of the day. There comes a time when you don't want to go, you don't want to suffer anymore, you want it to stop. I called the Cancer Society, she listened, and when we hang up, I felt better because I had the chance to just voice it. Because of her listening to me, I went to my next treatment the other day. I don't know the person, but she saved my life. She did. They are there to make people feel better and be better. One of the most important things that the Canadian Cancer Society does, it's save life, and they're doing it by support and research. Cancer changes everything. So can you.
The money raised at St. Clair College doesn't just fund our support services. No matter where you relay, you are helping Canadians by getting them to their life-dependent cancer appointments. Last year, we were able to support 11,000 Canadians taking them to and from their cancer appointments with our Wheels of Hope program. We offered 206,000 rides with our volunteer drivers. If you can't afford the cost of travel or are not well enough to use public transit, we have volunteers that will pick people up at their home, take them to their appointment, wait for them, and take them home, all free of charge. The following video is one of my favorite stories about our Wheels of Hope program.
My name's Kelly. I have a 3-year-old son, Jackson.
My name is Florence Devitt. I'm a volunteer driver with the Canadian Cancer Society Wheels of Hope program.
He was diagnosed Christmas Eve at 6 months old with a rare form of cancer, rhabdomyosarcoma.
It's very difficult to describe what Jackson has had to go through since he was born.
We were down at Sick Kids. We lived there for the year. By the time we got out, he was 1.5 years old.
And since then, Jackson was just constantly going down to hospital.
You okay? Let me see. Look at me.
I'm okay.
You okay? Oh man, he is so brave. Braver than me. Because I tell you, I couldn't have done what he did. And he did it with a smile.
Wheels of Hope provides transportation to people who wouldn't normally be able to get to their cancer treatments.
They take such an amount of stress off of me. When you call, you know that they have genuine care. Hi, Florence. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, hey. Thanks for being a good boy.
I know.
She just loved Jackson so much. She's been amazing.
I'm the one meant to be doing good for them, but in fact they've done more for me. They've given me a better outlook on life. It's just very positive. Everything's very positive. Oh my goodness, you're getting very heavy, Jackson.
They've helped my family, my son and us so much. A million thank yous. December 7th, 2012, Jackson was declared cancer-free. He did it. He did it. He's amazing.
Last year, the Canadian Cancer Society invested $14 million to fund 50 research projects. Please enjoy the following story that showcases one of my favorite research examples.
It changes you. You don't look at things the same. Sorry. We had just had his first birthday, and Asen had a really bad cold, and usually with the colds he's pretty active still, but with that cold he was just down.
I just had this sick feeling in my gut when Anna told me she was at the hospital with him that I was just like, I looked at a coworker and I said, pretty sure my son has cancer. Asen's pediatrician came in and said, yeah, there's a mass behind his left lung.
When we first got walked into oncology and we saw a little boy completely bald and in a wheelchair and he was skinny, and I mean, is our son really that sick, right? That's the first thing that I ever thought.
It took me like the first 2 months of me coming back, leaving Anna and Asen in Vancouver to come back to work, cry like every day.
I can't even think about what could have happened, right? If we would have lost him.
I met Asen right around his first birthday. He was this cute little kid who came in with this tumor that we saw in X-ray.
I sat down with the family and I offered them the opportunity of going on a research study that would look at Asen's genetics and look at whether he carried a high-risk gene or not.
Our research is trying to understand why some patients develop really severe toxicity to their medication, like a chemotherapy, and trying to basically prevent that from happening.
What our test was able to do was to identify in Asen that
Not only did he carry one risk gene, he actually carried 2 different risk genes, which placed him in the highest risk for heart failure.
With this research, it potentially saved his life. He could have died if he had that chemo. It was the Wednesday we found out there was cancer. Thursday he got a central line put in. Friday he started his first day of chemo. He woke up and just had a huge smile on his face, like the biggest smile. And we knew that he was gonna be okay.
The whole after cancer thing is just like, we try to just let him be his own person and like just try to do as much as you can because you just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Like anything could happen tomorrow.
Any cold? What if it's cancer again? Any bruise? What if the cancer came back?
Just because the treatment ends doesn't mean that the journey ends for him. Hearing loss was like the least of our worries. But at this point, we don't know if there's going to be other side effects years from now. I think I'm a stronger person because of it, and Asen's the strongest.
This type of work wouldn't be possible without the fundraising dollars that come in through the Canadian Cancer Society. For me, taking someone like Asen, it's, yes, I love the fact that he's cured and he's leading this healthy life. What's amazing is that, he's leading it without heart toxicity.
We're really just scratching the surface at the moment. With the support of the Canadian Cancer Society, we've been able to show that the findings that we've made in these pediatric cancer patients apply to adult patients as well. So this really expands the scope of the impact of this research.
I imagine a day where every adult or child diagnosed with cancer will be offered a test to identify which medications are the best for them.
This saved my kid's life. Like, I don't think Asen would be here today.
Cancer's not a good word. But after seeing Asen, I mean, there is hope.
St. Clair College, thank you so much for joining our Relay for Life family. While this isn't how we pictured our first event taking place, we're so thankful that you're relaying with us this year and for many years to come. Next year, we can't wait to relay with you again in person and walk laps after lap, relaying for those who we love and miss. Thanks so much for joining, and we can't wait to see you again next year at Relay for Life 2021.
Andrew, thank you so much for reminding us about how amazing Canadian Cancer Society truly is, and for reminding us about the impact that we are having. We are so grateful to be a part of this organization through a virtual Relay for Life this year, and we can't wait for next year.
Hey, hey, away, we relay. Hey, hey, away, we relay. Hey, hey, away.
Now, in place of our luminary ceremonies, it is time for us to ground ourselves, remember and honor those who have lost, and celebrate life through a meditation brought to us by Ansley Winter, owner of Revival Through Hands, art therapist, community wellness program provider, and a spiritual healer.
Hi everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to Kiara for inviting me to be a part of the Relay for Life event virtually. My name's Ainsley Winter, and I am here representing Revival Through Hands. And what we do here is we provide different wellness services. I have art therapy background as well as Reiki energy healing, so I'm feeling very honored and happy to share this guided meditation with you today. So with that being said, if everyone could just take a seat, if you need to pause this video, go find a spot where you feel very comfortable. You could be either in a seated position, or if you would like to lie down, if you would prefer that, you can do that as well. So with that being said, let's begin. So allow yourself to become situated in a very comfortable position. You can begin by closing your eyes. If that does not feel comfortable to you, just lower your gaze. If you are seated, place your feet flat on the ground. Or if you're seated, just notice the connection between yourself and the ground, supporting you. Begin by taking deep breaths deep into the belly. And on your exhale, releasing anything you no longer need. Become aware of the breath as it enters into the body. And notice any sensations as it exits the body. Perhaps you'll notice the feeling of the breath as it passes through your throat. Or even simply just noticing the rise and fall of your chest or your belly. There's no need to change or alter your breath in any way. Just allow and notice. Filling your entire body and energy system with the oxygen it needs for healing and ease. When you're ready, I want you to begin to imagine yourself in a sacred, safe space. This space is something that feels comfortable for you. And it's a healing space that's created just for you. Arrive in this space and notice your surroundings. Are you inside or are you outside? Allow this space to surround you with healing and support as we take time to connect and just be as we are. If there's a sun in this space, allow its rays to be warm and rejuvenating to your energy. If you find yourself basking under the moon, allow its magic to bring forth calming and emotional healing. Allow your surroundings to provide whatever healing is needed for you right now in this moment. Once you feel grounded in this space of healing, I want you to remember a time when you felt you had a strong sense of endurance. At different times in our lives, we embody different types of archetypes based on what we need. So visualize what your endurance archetypal self might look like. Perhaps there's a memory you have where you embodied this type of endurance. Or even if you feel you may not have the ability to connect with that part of yourself that champions endurance, know that you are here right now and are too practicing endurance in this moment. Understand that the body and its energy are constantly transforming. We may feel a certain way one moment and then transform into feeling a certain way the next. So just see if you can envision or imagine what this endurance looks like and feels like to you. When we connect with our sense of endurance, we are able to stride through hardships and face adversities. Allow this energy of endurance to help us, covering every cell with its strength and will. Breathing in, I am able. And breathing out, I am strong. I am beyond my limitations in this moment. Breathing in, I can. Breathing out, I will. Reconnecting with this safe space you are surrounded by, envision a sacred path. This path is a representation of your own personal journey. Everyone has a path, a journey, and it will look unique and have its own intricacies that make it your own. Today, we will embark on our own personal relay of life. As we sit with ourselves in a safe and sacred space that we have created, we are still connected through our breath to a greater community, all taking part in entering their own journey, but together. Begin to walk down this path. Take notice of your surroundings. Are there any elements of nature that you see? Perhaps a plant, a flower, or a stream of water flowing by. Notice the color of these objects, as they may offer some supportive insight for you. Place one foot in front of the other and feel the deep rootedness and connection with every step. Connect the rhythm of your breath and synchronize your steps to your breath. Move at whatever pace feels right for you right now. If it becomes difficult, connect with the mantra, breathing in, I am, and breathing out, the strength. Know that you are not alone in this journey. As you connect with your breath, visualize the collective group breathing with you. We are all on our own journeys, but able to offer support and presence because we are interconnected. When you suffer, I suffer. When you are at peace, I am at peace. Connect to this collective support when needed. As you continue to move down this path, keep aware of your surroundings in this healing environment. When we need additional strength and support, we can ask for spiritual support at any moment. Begin to envision a beautiful white light hovering just above your head, and allow this to connect you to whatever it is you believe in, of a higher power, of source, of the universe, of God, whatever it is, and allow this light to come in through the top of your head and fill you with what you need in that moment. Feel the connection beneath your feet with every step. The earth is here to support you and love you as you are. Breathing in lightness together and breathing out what is no longer needed. Feel the collective healing that happens when we are able to recognize and support one another. Although on completely unique journeys, we are able to share our strength, words of encouragement, offer support and receive support. In this ebb and flow of giving and receiving, this is how we heal communities. And by helping others, we are able to help ourselves walk our own path of healing and discovery. As you continue to mindfully walk down this path, you'll begin to move the energy that lies within your belly. This is the energy center of action and power and will. Breathing in, pull it towards your heart. Breathing out, exhale loud and release anything you no longer need. You know that you have a light within you that sparks this will and endurance to face more than you've ever imagined. Now let that energy rest in your heart center. Breathe deeply into your heart and feel its warmth. Allow its buzz to expand through your entire body, pulsating love, compassion, and forgiveness to yourself and others that have blessed you on this journey. As you approach the end of this path, take rest. Lie down on the ground once you've passed the finish line, and feel the breeze against your body, relaxing. Feel the blades of grass tenderly brushing up against you. Feel the sun's warmth shining down on you. And feel held and supported by Mother Earth in this moment. You are a reflection of love and strength that is always available to us, a part of the whole and connected to the universe and beyond. See this loving energy as a twinkling white light in your heart center. This energy is expansive, and almost see it as an opportunity to expand beyond just yourself. If you'd like to visualize this light extending into a form of a lantern, and allow the next few moments to offer love and compassion to someone that you would like to honor. someone you'd like to remember, or even as an offering of love and compassion to whoever needs it in this moment. Take a few moments and allow this loving energy to expand. Feeling connected. Know that this light is a form of energy that keeps us connected to those we love at any moment. You can use this light to create that spark of endurance in our life, or let the endurance lead us back to the light that we always have within us. Take a few more breaths in this space. And when you feel ready, you're going to begin to seal this practice with gratitude. In whatever way feels best for you, honoring this practice and honoring this path and journey of healing, love, and compassion. And taking the last few breaths to really thank yourself for being here today. Honoring and loving yourself for joining me on this journey. And when you feel ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You may want to give yourself a nice big stretch and bring your awareness back into the present moment. I want to thank everyone who decided to practice with me today, and I have all the gratitude and love to share with you in my heart, and I just want to say namaste. Thank you.
Ainsley, thank you so, so much. This is exactly what we needed. We wanted to take a moment to acknowledge and remember and celebrate life and ground ourselves and find calm and find our breath, and you helped us do that today. So thank you so, so much, and you gave us exactly what we needed.
Thank you so much again to Rachel, Jeff, Andrew, and Anjali. We appreciate all that you do and that you took time to be with us here tonight. Now, this brings us to our closing ceremonies. Again, we would like to thank our sponsors, St. Clair College, St. Clair SRC, St. Clair College Alumni Association, Thames Student Incorporated, the Student Athletic Association, and the Reco International Manufacturing Group.
Thank you all so much for coming to our virtual Relay for Life event and for deciding to stay in tonight and connect with us. We are joining a powerful community that supports those who are survivors of cancer and helps those who are fighting cancer and honors those who we have lost to cancer. During this time, we are so grateful that you have trusted us with your evening, that you have decided to be resilient with us, and that we have been able to together make an amazing impact for the Canadian Cancer Society by surpassing our goal of $20,000 raised. Thank you. Sincerely, sincerely thank you for this.
Hey, hey, away, we relay. Hey, hey, away, we relay. Hey, hey, away, we relay. Hey, hey, away.